Hey, how's it going? Melissa here, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am getting my second tattoo, but first tattoo here in Germany, and I thought I should just take you guys along with me. So as I'm getting ready, I'm just going to tell you like kind of the backstory, the who's, the what's, the why's, the where's, and etc. So the first tattoo I've ever gotten is this one. Let me see if you can see it. This one, it's an elephant that I got when I was still back home in Zim, and I got it because I've always kind of had this small fascination with elephants, and my family always used to like call me a small elephant because apparently I'm cute. That's how I understood it. But yeah, so I got that one, and it's kind of fading because I think either it wasn't done properly or I didn't really take care of it when it was during the healing process. And so we learned from that one. But the one I'm getting today is very special, and I'm hoping that when I'm getting it done, I do not start crying because the chances are very high. The backstory is, so my mom passed away when I was like 1. And she used to write poems, and my dad collected them, and one day he sent them to my sisters and I in like an email, just like a Word document of all the poems she wrote. And for, I think it was my birthday or Christmas, one of those, my boyfriend gifted me a book where he put all of the poems in a book, and he gave it to me, and I got copies made for my sisters as well. And one of the poems is called Life is Us. And it really kind of spoke to me. When I read it, I just felt different. You know, it was the way it was written, it was how it was written, and I just felt some connection to it. And this was probably, 2 years ago or something like that. And I've always kind of thought about this poem. It's my WhatsApp's that WhatsApp bio thing. Yeah, so my bio is Life is Us, Norma. My mom's name was Norma Langa, and the date she wrote it, so November the 4th, 1986. And I just always had it. It's always been there in the back of my mind. And yesterday was her birthday. I was like, so a few months ago, I was like, you know what, I want to get a second tattoo. And the first thing that came to mind was this. And then I just thought about it, and I didn't really do much about it. And then it was kind of a thought that happened, and I didn't really move forward with it or anything like that. And then I think it was a few days ago, last week, I was like my boyfriend and my friends. I was like, you know what, I really want to get this tattoo. And my boyfriend was like, well, go for it, do it. And so I was like, okay, I'm doing this. So I started to look up different tattoo places, like different tattoo studios, tattoo artists here in Munich. I looked at the type of work they did, because I wanted someone that focused a lot on like line work, someone that focused on like detail, because if you're going to get a tattoo and you want writing, first of all, you don't want it to just look really rubbish, because that's on your body for life. And so I made sure I found someone that is highly recommended, that has really cool work, really diverse. And I found this place called Tattoo Anasi, and that's where we'll be going today. So last week I made like an appointment through their Instagram, and they were like, yeah, sure, come around 10 and we'll do like a consultation. So I went and I told them what I wanted, and we kind of got like a plan laid out, if you want to say that. And the appointment was made for today at 10:30. So I'm getting my tattoo today at 10:30. Right now it's 9:15, so in an hour and a few minutes time. And am I nervous? 100%. Am I really scared? 100%. But am I also like super excited? 1000%. That is for sure. I am just nervous because obviously it's freaking needle with ink going into my skin. But it's not a spur on the moment tattoo. you know those videos where people go to like a tattoo shop and they're like, hi, I want to get a tattoo, can you just do whatever? And then they pick like a random tattoo from a jar and that's what they get done. Yeah, no, this, I've been thinking about it, and I think that's why I'm not as nervous as I think I should be, because it's something that I've planned, it's something I've been thinking about, and it's not just some random picture or name, you know, or symbol that I'm getting tattooed. I think I'm done. I just realized I did my makeup in like 6 minutes, so that's a win. But yeah, I will take you guys along, and you know, this is where I'm getting it done. So look at it now. This is probably the last time you guys will ever see my arm, this part, bare, because we're getting a tattoo. Oh, I'm so excited. But yeah, let's go. So this is the final look, and I was going for something simple, comfortable, and definitely that has good reach to my arm, so it's not going to be, you know, a struggle for them. And funny thing about this part is I was like, oh yeah, I'm on my way, and I actually realized that I was going the completely wrong way, and so this whole travel montage is just wrong. It's a lie. But eventually I made it with some time to spare to get some money out of the ATM machine, because they only took cash. The inside is pretty cool. They've got like lots of books for inspo if you're just going there with a spur on the moment tattoo kind of thing. I had to sign the contract, the consent form, and then he did like the stencil. There it is. It says Life is Us, November the 4th, 1986, Nomalanga. And I couldn't take a video of the process, but this is the tattoo finished and with the fake skin on. And as you can tell, on day 1 it looked a bit more fresh, and on day 2 is when the like excess ink started to like come out. And he told me to leave this plastic on for about 48 hours, and so by the end of day 2 it was time for me to remove it. And all I did was use just like some warm water in a spray bottle, and I sprayed it directly on the plastic, so like on the tattoo, because that kind of helped to loosen up the glue and not put so much strain on the tattoo, since at this point it's very fresh. The skin is very much fresh, and just treat it like a healing wound. So after that, I went in with some like disinfectant soap, because as I say, treat this like an open wound, and any like random scented soap could cause an infection, and we honestly don't want that. So I just patted it down. I wasn't really scrubbing, because if you scrub or scratch, you can move the ink, and then your tattoo will not look good for the rest of your life unless you get it redone. But I just got like the foamy part of it and just kind of was massaging it in, just to get all of that excess ink off and any of that like glue that might still be around that wound, so tattoo. And then I didn't like towel dry. I used like a kitchen towel to pad dry it, like I said, very much trying to rub to ruin the ink. So once it was dry, I actually got this tattoo ointment directly from the shop after I was done with the tattoo, because he was telling me like get one with this ingredient, and I had no idea what he's talking about. So I was like, okay dude, just tell me which one I need and I will buy it. And so that's the one I got. I need to apply it whenever like the tattoo feels dry, so probably like 4 times a day for the next 3 to 4 weeks, which is fine by me. It's just like moisturizing it whenever I think it's dry, just so it doesn't like crack up. And he also said this ointment helps with like infection and making the skin like not so sensitive. And this is the tattoo once I was done, and after like 6 days or so, you can tell it's more defined on my skin. And the weather is hot. I was meant to wear a long sleeve, but I could not. I just avoided it, and I was in the shade most of the time. But this is how it looks outside, and I hope you liked it. Bye.